I am Blake. Oh, am I live though? Okay, I'm not sure. But, okay. I'm not sure it's working.
Hello?
Hello, yes, okay, it's working. I can see myself. Hello everyone, I'm Blake, and I am accompanied today by the wonderful Amnesia.
Oh, my name's Amnesia, and I'm gonna do the commentary, or some of it at least.
Yes, that's Amnesia, and I'm super happy to present you today this speedrun, this any person speedrun of a game called Little Big Adventure. And what's Little Big Adventure? Well, it's an action-adventure game which was released in... What year was it released in, Amnesia?
1994, yes.
In 1994, of course. Also, maybe we can mention that this is a French game, so shoutouts to France, obviously. Yeah. And our goal will be to finish it in about 30 minutes, approximately. So I'm gonna start a new game. I'm gonna call it Retrothon, because this is Retrothon. Okay, Amnesia, do you want to do the countdown?
Who's doing the countdown? Me?
Yes, if you'd like to.
All right. Okay, sure. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Right. Here we go. So, welcome to Little Big Adventure. It's a pretty old game, pretty retro. It's a very charming game, nonetheless. There's going to be a lot of tricks in the beginning here, but I'll walk through every one of those.
Yes, so first we're going to punch this guy. It's a very violent game in which you punch everyone you see.
Right.
Yes, completely.
One interesting thing about this game is the controls. So since it is an old game, we are using time controls, which is, not everybody likes time controls. It's certainly an added difficulty to speedrun this game. So, it's very challenging at times. So right now we're getting some important items for the speedrun. We're getting a holo map and an ID card. Now the holo map is really important because it's the basis for a very important trick in this game. It's called holo clip. And we'll see it right here actually, this holo clip trick. And what will happen right here is we'll use this holo map that we just gathered. We're using it right now. And with this item, we can actually clip into walls and teleport to the other side of the map.
Yes, so what I just did, we call it a Pac-Man warp because we exited the scene from the northeast and we returned to the scene from the southeast, and we came back to the scene on the northwest. So we actually kind of broke the game, and it works in a way that when you open and close the holo map, the game kind of buffers, and when you resume the game, well, during this little time when it buffers, the game doesn't account for any collisions or anything. So basically you get teleported kind of in front of where you were originally located.
Right. There are some even more technical.
Oh, sorry, Amnesia, we cannot hear you very well.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it seems that's better.
Yeah. So can you hear me now?
Yes. No worries.
So right now, so this main character, we haven't even gotten to the main character. His name is Winston, and this his wife Zoe. So Winston just escaped prison and is going back to his lovely wife. And right after he comes back to his lovely wife, he's gonna start doing this. That we actually do this for a reason. So in a moment, the prison guards are gonna arrive and try and arrest Winston, which the main character, right? And we have to punch our wife right now. So this is like a tiny optimization, time optimization.
Yes,
just to kind of move her a bit.
Yeah, we have to make her go a bit like downstairs. So this elephant we see right here will be talking to her a bit faster than if we don't do that. So we do it for a reason.
Yeah.
Still, it's not good, but we do it.
Yeah, and right here we're getting some important items. We get a rope, a magic rope, if you will, and a magic ball. And the magic ball in this game is basically your weapon for everything. And the magic robe is basically giving you the magical power.
Yes, this is like you have different levels of magic in the game, and the more level you have, like the more powerful you are. So we're gonna do another holo glitch. So this is just what I did right here to jump on the pillar. So this is the same principle I was talking about earlier. So I kind of buffer the game, and when I resume it, I've been teleported a bit like farther than when I originally was located. So I will kind of enter the asset of the pillar, and the game doesn't like you to be in assets. So when you're in an asset, it teleports you above the assets, and that's super useful for us because we can get above almost anything.
Yeah. What you'll find is that the holo glitch is very versatile. I guess the holo map it's used for a lot of parts of this game.
Yes, a lot of glitches involve this space we call the holo glitch. So we're gonna see a lot of them.
Yeah.
And we just entered. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that this is one of the areas where tank controls are like a bit of a pain. Because the thing with this puzzle is we have to align these boxes in the right positions, but it is actually a pixel perfect puzzle, because if you do step one like pixel too much, then the box is in the wrong position, and sometimes you can't go back. You have to restart everything, this area at least. But Blake is such a master on the movement in this game, so it's no problem. We can do this pretty easy.
Yes, I have mastered all the tank controls. I became quite a tank myself, with the time. All right, so we aligned all the boxes, and this Grover right here just gave us a ferry ticket, which allows us to go on this boat, and we traveled to Principal Island.
Right, Principal Island. Now this area is... We're going to see a lot of cool tricks in this area as well.
Yes, a lot of holo glitches. So first one right here. So I'm like entering in the tree, so the game teleports me above it. And another Pac-Man warp. So what happens is that I exited the level from the southwest, and I entered it back again in the northeast. So that allows me to walk on this little wall right here and get in the door. But the job here is not done completely because I'm in the door, but I still have to reach the trigger for the door. And this is what I just did.
Yep. So now we're in the prison.
Yes.
This area is actually, it's not a prison, it's like more of a fortress, but you're not supposed to be here until much later in the game.
Yes, this is one of the last locations you go in the game, but it's really conveniently located because it's like at the very beginning of the game, geographically, so it allows us to go in here really fast to get a very important item, which is located in this safe on the right of the screen.
Okay. And since this area is pretty late in the game, this item is really, really nice to have early on in the playthrough.
Yes, this is like the most powerful weapon of the game, the sword. Yeah. Dr. Funfrog's sword. So yeah, we didn't talk about the lore that much, but the bad guy here, so his name is Dr. Funfrog.
Yeah, so the whole reason we were in the prison to begin with, Fort Winston guy, It's because there's an evil guy. His name is Funfrog, and he has all of these enemies, these clones, they are called. So sometimes for example, in this area, you'll find an elephant here. This guy is a bad guy. He's one of Funfrog's minions. If you get hit by him once, you'll be sent to prison again. So it's like in this area of the game, it's really important to kill these white elephant dudes, so to speak.
Yes, and it's not trivial. Like, those enemies can be kind of a pain to deal with, and they can shoot the ball, like if this ball touches you, and it will touch you, like in the end. If this ball touches you, you go to prison, just like Amnesia says.
Yeah.
So they can shoot really, really quickly. You have to be careful while dealing with them.
So right here we're buying some gasoline. We need that to transport ourselves with some vehicles later. This island. Oof. It's something we can't really skip. We actually need the gasoline. It's really hard.
Yes, means of transportation are like a key part of the game. You have various transportations you can and you have to use throughout the game, and that's why we have to buy gas.
And this guy in this room, but okay, there's a lot of things happening. So we have to talk to this guy. He's the astronomer. He's needed for a later part in the game where it's like a trigger to access later parts of the game. So we have to talk to him. Then we did something weird with the corner there. We jumped through the floor and died. Now that's something called a diehard. That's what we call the trigger. And it basically just kills you. But by dying in this game, you get teleported to a spawn hub, so to say. It's a faster way to travel, basically. It's faster to die and get teleported than to actually run back. So that's why we do this stuff.
Yes, we're gonna do a lot of diehards in the runs, so we're gonna see other iteration of this strat, which is very convenient. It makes us not having to backtrack everything.
Right. And here we have the another application of the holoclip is actually clipping into the floors. So that allows us to bypass a lot of parts in this game and just get into the lock. It's supposed to be locked.
Yes, in fact, the game, when it teleports you while you are doing hologlitch, it doesn't account for any collisions. So it also works for the floors. And it's very convenient in here, and the game actually will teleport you a bit further than the location you were originally at. And it also works with your vertical speed, but also your horizontal speed. So, for example, in here we did the hologlitch while we were falling down. So the game was like, you're actually falling down. I don't account for the floor, so I can put you through the floor. This is how physics work.
Yes, physics.
Physics. Physics.
Okay, so right now we're done with Principal Island. We're gonna go between several islands in this game. Right now we're going to a place called Desert Island, or Desert Leaf Island.
This is called the White Leaf Desert Island.
The White Leaf Island, sorry, yeah.
No, it's all right. It's all right. And so on this desert, there is a very important piece of the whole adventure puzzle, because here is located the Temple of Bu, and the Temple of Bu is really something.
Yeah, and if you remember when I talked about the astronomer dude, why we have to talk to him, that's just so we can access some parts of this area in particular, and to advance the game, basically.
Yes, we still have to trigger major flags to end the game. Like, theoretically, we could go a lot further in the game. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But we still have to the game checks if some flags have been activated to launch the end of the game. So we have to go through a bunch of trials and things to actually be able to encounter the end of the game. So, for example, we have to do the Bu Temple. This is the place we just entered. But since we are speedrunners, we can cheat a bit, and we are able not to do a lot of the trials which are required to go through.
Yeah, this area is actually huge, and this takes a long time to normally go through. There's puzzles and a lot of parts.
Yeah, puzzle, platforms, a lot of really bad things are in here. And if you've played the game before, maybe you remember this place to be a particular difficult one. And
definitely, yeah.
A lot of people struggle to go through it because it really is hard.
Yeah, but for us it's not hard because we kind of skip everything.
Yes. I'm not sure I would even be able to do the thing, the whole temple, casually.
Funny. Yeah. I actually don't know how to do the whole temple. I only know this route, so...
Yes. So we get a little money in here by half entering a little mushroom. So mushrooms in the game are here. If you walk on them, it turns into money or health or magic. And in this one, there is always 25 caches. Caches is the money of the game. And we need a lot of money, actually.
Yeah, so we're picking up some strategic money across the run. Just to have enough for this later vehicle that we're gonna buy.
Yes, so, definitely.
And right here, another key part of the run is keeping your health at a certain low point, so we can do our die hard much faster. That's another thing we always keep in mind. How much health do we have?
Yes, and a key element to the gameplay. So see, I just did a die hard to a cactus. And in this game, the gameplay of this game is really stiff, really hard. Partially because of the bonks. So in this game, if you bonk, so if you hit a wall while running, you actually lose health. And you can die by bonking in a wall. This is terrible. And this is really hard for new players as well.
Alright, so now we're back.
Yes, we're back on Principal Island for a quick little thing. We're gonna buy our next mean of transportation because for now we had to use other people transportation, but now we are gonna have our own.
Yeah, we were basically done with Principal, right?
Yes, and we'll be done with this island. So we are going to buy this boat right here, a brand new catamaran. Well, it's not brand new, it's been used by the guy who is on our left. And we are going to head to Proxima Island.
You sure you went to Proxima there?
I think so.
Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm
worried.
Yes, maybe it can be a bit hard, but I made it. So our main goal to Principal Island will be to talk to stones. So, a lot of other games from the 90s, the plot sometimes is a bit arguable. There are some, mysteries from the plot, and this is one.
But I think Proxima, that's your favorite island, right? This is,
yes,
really
this is definitely my favorite island.
Yeah, there's so much happening here.
Yes, so much happening. See, I'm just entering this hole, I'm talking to this stone, and he tells me the password is Gizmo, and now I will proceed to drown.
Yes. This area, all jokes aside, it's not a lot happening in this area. You talk to 2 rocks, then you're kind of done and you go back again.
Yes, you're only here to visit 2 stones, and that's all.
These are 2 important rocks. Don't play it down. These are very important. We have to do it.
Yes, very important. So since we have the password for this stone, which has been given to us by the other stone, we can talk to this one, and it gives us a magic flute. This is so cool! But Amnesia, what are we gonna do with a magic flute?
Well, with the night, that's gonna be a thing for later.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna come in handy.
That's what we're going now, I think. We're going to the Himalayan mountains, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, the Himalayan mountains.
And that's actually the best area in this game.
Yes, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So basically, the planet in which we are located has two suns, one like on each pole. So the equator, like the middle belt of the planet, is the coldest part of the planet, and this is why we have this chain of mountains, which is called the Himalaya. We have some deep lore going on in LBA. I love it.
Yeah, the thing I love about this game is, it has a charm that not a lot of games have. It's like and the whole game, or like the whole world it creates, is very unique and charming, and it really feels like a living world, even though it is a pretty old game.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice. Yeah.
There is a real plot. We have 4 species living together on this planet. We also have a dictatorship, rebellion.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, there are so many things going on.
This trick is really... This one is pretty hard. I don't know if it's just me, but this one can really backfire. And it is actually, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to keep frame perfect, but this one is.
Yeah, it's not frame perfect, but it can be a bit tricky to do, so I did it. Okay, I just needed to wait.
You can pretend it's frame perfect, it sounds better.
Okay, it's frame perfect, definitely. Frame and pixel perfect. But what I did, well, this is another glitch which is derivated from the holo glitch. So basically I teleported half into the floor, half into the little hill, and the game still doesn't like us to be in the assets, so it teleported us really slowly above it, and you have to buffer it, like refresh the game a little bit. It's a bit weird, but it works.
It's great right now. It might be the biggest skip, I'm not sure, but it's a really major one. And I don't remember when we found it, but it might have been that.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Okay.
Just like yesterday.
I'm not sure we heard everything, but yeah, indeed, this is a big skip. Like, this is the carrot skip, and it skips maybe 1/5 of the game. It's really, really big. And do you remember when we did like frontwards holo glitches? We can also do backflip holo glitches, and we have some style points because of the backflip, but it also allows us to gain some speed, and it's really, really useful.
Yeah, this brings us back to the magic flute.
Yes, the magic flute. And that was the place it was useful for. So because we played some magic flutes in front of this little pond of water, the lake unfroze and it gave us some holy water. Well, it's not holy water, I think it's called clear water. But it has some holiness in it, so it's gonna be useful for later.
Yeah. Basically holo.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the holo map is broken, and the funny thing is that this game has a sequel, which is called Little Big Adventure 2, and we use the same principle. Like, we also do some crazy tricks with holo maps, etc. Yeah, maybe even more impressive in LBA 2. Alright, so we just came in on Brundle Island. So on Brundle Island we have the teleportation center. So because we're trying to save the world and save our girlfriend, we have to break and destroy the teleportation center. Otherwise it's going to be too difficult to reach for the evil Dr. Funfrock's HQ.
I think throughout most of the game there are these moments where you have to trigger some parts of the game, like flags, just to get further into the game. It's more hard-coded into the game. And so you have to go through these moments. This is one of those, yeah.
Yes, definitely. So to destroy it, we had to destroy these 5 teleporters and also a computer which was located on the outside of the screen. So you couldn't see it, but we also destroyed a computer.
Yeah.
And we did a little die hard while doing a holo glitch. So still another holo glitch to like clip into the void. And since the game is like, wait, you are out of bounds, you shouldn't be here, it just kills you and brings you back to the beginning of the island. And this is now the time for us to take my personal favorite means of transportation.
I think this is my favorite.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this is my favorite trick. This one.
Yes. So right here. So we are on the Dinofly, and it's like a dinosaur which flies, and he was waiting for us like for 1,000 years.
I think a dinosaur that flies is like a dragon.
Yeah, no, it's not a dragon, it's a Dinofly. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm mistaken. Okay, yeah. So that was a Pac-Man into the loading zone.
So yeah, I did a Pac-Man warp, and instead of teleporting on the other side as usual, on the other side was located the trigger to start the animation. So I was able to take the Dinofly and move to Fortress Island, which is our last island I will be traveling on.
Yeah, so we're actually heading towards the end of the game. I think when this area is completed, we're going into the last area.
Yes, this is the second to last one. So right here, we have to wait a bit for our friend from the Resistance who will dig a hole to go from the sewers to like infiltrate the fortress. Because there was also a big chapter to help the rebellion, to like make friends with the rebellion to help us in our quest. But we skipped all of this.
Yeah, all that lore and story, yeah, we kind of skipped it, you know. What is this guy called? This is like a big frog monster dude.
Yeah, I like to call it the Orange Frog, and this fight can be a nightmare. Okay.
That's the official name, the Orange Frog?
I don't know, I call it the Orange Frog. I think some people call it the sewer monster, but...
That makes sense, yeah.
I'm not really sure what it is anymore. So we're going to make our way to the trigger of the door right here. And we just landed on the swimming pool of Dr. Funfrog. I have no explanation about it. I don't know why there is a swimming pool right here. I have no clue. But we are just going to make our way through and not ask any questions. Alright, so we just entered right here. We're going to do this little tight timing holo glitch to reach the trigger of the door. So still the same principle, I'm buffering the game a bit, and when I resume it, Tunson will be teleported a bit farther, but enough farther to trigger the door. And remember when we punched Zoe at the very beginning? Here she is! Whoa, Zoe, you're so cool! Okay, she punched us. And that, folks, is what you get for hitting your wives. So she's got her revenge on us, which is really nice. We're gonna play some horn right here to reveal a secret entrance to a secret stone. So this stone is secret and it is holy. So if you pour some holy water onto a holy stone, shenanigans happen, and it might or might not make everything burst. And boom, the fortress is no more. And so since it's broken, it allows us to reach the final level of this game, which is the construction side. So in the lore, the Dr. Funfrog is trying to dig super deep in the earth to reach a stone, a sacred stone. And this stone is located in a holy location, which is called the Well of Sandal. And I think if he reaches this, he will get like godlike powers, and he will accomplish some dark things. So we have to refrain him from doing this. Don't worry, we are going to stop him. So to do this, we are going to get into this location. I'm gonna use this magic ball 4 times on this guy to make him die. So 3 and 4, and I will try and do a holo glitch to go through this gate right here. I think we lost amnesia as well. It's alright. So this trick can be a little difficult. Okay, it's alright. If you see, we're going little by little in the gate, and boom, we are past it. So let's go. And what you see here is the Well of Sandal. So I am going to ascend, and you are going to witness the best boss fight ever. So you are. I hope you are ready. I hope you are ready for the best boss fight. All right, are you ready? It's gonna be super quick. Okay, it's done. Nice. All right, so now the boss has been defeated. We are ready to go a bit deeper in the Wall of Sandal. So we're gonna play some horn, and we found Zoe, by the way. She's all right. She's right here. And with her, we are going to be ready to maybe finish the game and exit the place. Maybe. Easy, easy. So let's go. Alright, are you ready? But the door is still here. Oh my god, Dr. Fun Frog is not dead. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Okay. Alright. Yes, okay. we made it, and that's time. Let's go. Alright. So guys, that was Little Big Adventure 1, any percent. I'm sorry Amnesia is not here anymore. I think he must have had some connection issues. So yes, and the time is not bad. Like a sub 29 run is super great. Yeah, so we finished the game. I hope you enjoyed, hope you understood everything. Big shout outs to Amnesia, who is commentating. I think he's not here anymore, but who commentated for the beginning of the run. He had some technical issues, so yeah. And big shout outs to the LBA community. I don't know if I can shout out so many people, but big shout outs to the LBA community. We are a small community, but still, we are alive. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you. All right.